podcast. Walk with me. Let it ride. That's right. Wanting to be heard in the black man's world, simple, they're complicated, just relax and observe. Breaking down of our families, restructured communities, to wake up and see only your losers are free. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery.
You said, welcome to the Black Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am. Hit the button.
Hit the button. This is episode, I don't know.
96.
96, yeah. Episode 96.
Countdown to 100.
Yo, we getting there. We still got to figure out what we're going to do at 100, bro.
I had a thought.
All right. I still say live podcast.
I had a thought of doing a 4-piece.
4-piece, what's that? Let's talk it. Let's talk about it.
Me, you, Dub, and Love.
Dub.
Chris White.
Oh, Chris White. Bro, that's just going to be overly intellectual for no reason, bro.
Damn, you want us to be stupid?
No, man, but I'm tired of the over-intellectual conversations, bro.
You think we over intellectual?
Oh, yes. We that combo is going to be an over-intellectual conversation.
You think so? You don't want to use your brain for 100?
No, bro. I use my brain a lot.
You want to take a brain break?
I want us to laugh a little bit. I think Dub will laugh. I don't know. I think it'll be a phenomenal podcast.
Nah, you'd have to tell them to turn it off, and both of us. Let's do this.
I think that'd be hard though. Don't get it wrong. Hey, Love.
We do that for something else.
Yo,
for 100, let's just do it live. We can tell them about the live, and they can get in the chat.
Don't take that wrong, guys, because I talked to both of y'all personally on the side as well, and I love the energy constantly. I think Dub will definitely bring more of a regular convo, just a regular laid back conversation. I feel like this. I think we have a lot of podcasts that's out that they touch on the same things over and over. They touch on relationship things. They touch on, just sex and life, this, that, and the third. And of course, we touch on those things as well. But I also think sometimes we gotta take a turn, like relax that shit sometimes, because it's but so much of that we can actually truly discuss on a day-to-day. Men and women issues have been going on since the dawn of time. The sad part is black men and black women are at its most divided at this current point. You know what? As I sit and think about it, shit might be a fire podcast.
Everybody listen to you right now, man. Just go ahead to something else, man.
It might be a fire podcast.
You rambling right now, but it's cool.
I am rambling. Get it out, man. It's been a while since we did a pod, bro. Hey, I haven't had to think in podcast form for about a week or two.
No, I don't never talk to a man while he's talking to shit. Get your shit off.
But it might not be a bad pod.
It's not gonna hurt.
I would want it live. I would want it live though, man.
Why couldn't it be live? What do you mean? Whether we do it or not, it's not gonna make a difference. We can do it another time.
No. It couldn't be live unless I can screen record us doing it. You know what I'm saying? With everyone else added to it. You know what I'm saying? In the screen record. Because I want our 100th podcast to actually be you and I sitting down face to face. We haven't done that in a while.
Oh, you mean that kind of live? All right, we can do that another time. We can just tell them to come in the chat. We want them to be in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I wanted. I wanted us to be in the same room.
Oh, you meant that kind of live? Oh, then that's what we're gonna do then.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope because we haven't done that. We haven't done that since.
We can use them 101, 102, whatever.
All right.
103.
Now, I think because as I think about it, a four-person podcast would be fire. We could probably definitely do that for 101. Like we can go right into 101 with the four-person pod. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. And then I'll balance out the questions. So let's get with Kate. Let's get with Love and with Dove and then go from there. I think that'd be fire. But for the 100, I just feel like us doing a live actual broadcast, like live broadcast, sitting in the same room, and then like you said, everybody in the chat. But see, I want to do it. I'm gonna do it on YouTube and then double back and drop the audio on Spreaker later for everyone to enjoy.
Oh, you want to do live on YouTube? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go live on YouTube. I think that's a good experience. The wife and I did it, and that shit it turned out pretty good. It turned out actually very good. So let's start broadcasting. We'll do I think at 98, 99, 98, we'll start letting people know on a 100th episode. It'll be live, but your work schedule is a little on the wild side.
How you don't record on Sunday night? What do you mean?
I know, but I want to do it live on the day we actually release.
On a Friday?
Yeah.
I don't work on Fridays.
Oh, I thought you worked on Friday.
I work Sunday through Thursday.
Oh, shit. All right, then Friday we can do it then. I say nothing. That's going to be even better. Then we do it on the day that we actually release.
Doing a lot of thinking, man.
Man, I got enough schedules to worry about. I ain't worry about another man's schedule too tough.
Well, you ain't had to make it sound good over. That's what's up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go in that direction, bro.
God damn, Trey.
So you still think oral sex ain't intercourse?
Nah, I still don't think. It's a part of intercourse. I still don't think it's intercourse.
I'll tell you, if the oral ain't like intercourse, I don't want it. I still feel the same way. If the oral don't feel like intercourse, I don't want it. Them old clips be having me dead.
Hey, dog, you was running those shits, and I was like, yo, we was wilding on that episode.
Nah, I'm gonna start trying to do it every Thursday or Friday, either throwback or flashback, because I don't care if nobody else like it with me and you. That shit felt good to me.
That shit was funny as hell, bro. I was rolled. I went back and listened to that damn pod.
Because you look at the rank. You talking about episode 5, and we doing 96 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it just sounds different. I ain't heard it in a long time. I was like,
if oral sex ain't intercourse, I don't want it.
Yeah, if the oral sex don't feel like intercourse, I don't want it. Like, don't worry about it, baby. It's all right.
Don't worry about it.
It's all right. Come,
I won't deny it's a certain level of intimacy that happens from oral sex that shit could go in that route where you like, God damn, she making love to my shit right now. That's
my point. You don't like me enough to make this work. So I feel like you're doing this because you think this is what I want.
Right.
The worst feeling in the world is to have any form of sex with a woman, the highest level of intimacy, since you use the intimacy word, and they're just doing it because they feel like that's their womanly duty at this position of your relationship wherever you're at.
Right.
Or it's the first time and they're acting like they're a little nervous instead of enjoying the moment of pleasuring each other. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, that shit ain't fun. That shit ain't fun because if you do it to her, she could tell if you enjoying it or not. If you really doing something, you just sitting there, just licking in that one spot. She gonna be like, "Yeah, bro."
I like a woman that can initiate some activity sometimes, though.
Yeah, nah, me too. You know what
I mean?
I don't want to lead off all the time.
Just make me feel like you desire to pleasure me at this moment.
Yeah. I don't want to lead off all the time. Like, shit, do some leading. Tell me to lay my ass down.
Well, that's fine.
It is, bro.
But don't tell me to lay down and you don't go to work, though.
And don't be trying to take my drawers off, man. Let me do that.
I'm not doing that. You're not pulling my drawers off. Do that Dr. Two Finger shit.
No, man, I'm good. Don't do that to me, dog.
I don't know you that well. I'm going to get you through the PPO.
Damn. Nah, I'm gonna take my own shit off though. I ain't hit through the pee-pee hole in 1,000 years, so I'm about to start that down.
Gonna keep your socks on?
Huh?
Keep your socks on?
I don't never had no damn socks on.
You hear that shit from the back of your feet be sliding?
Nah, I mean, we got like, I'm married, so we got like a little mat right there by the side of the bed. I'll do no slide.
the sock be halfway off your foot.
Or, I mean, if you a true bluer, you know them socks you do at the trampoline park, throw them bitches on your feet. The grip socks.
I go barefoot.
I got kids. Them grip socks, they shut it down like you on the basketball court.
Yeah, I got a pair of them from when I went to the stretch lab. I just thought about it. Now, there might be a use for them. I don't know. Fuck this.
Slide up shit on your feet, boy. That shit don't move, boy. You can go wild out on a stroke game. You go rear that shit back. Go to her.
Yo, you ever heard the term tying the knot?
That's getting married, right?
No. I was watching this clip. Dude was at the doctor. They said when you put the some people that have ED or whatever, they put the rubber band on the shaft of their shit to keep their shit up. Excessive use of that can fuck your dick up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw it was a clip from a movie.
Oh, the rubber band? You talking about the cock ring?
It's a form of the cock ring, but it's
the
one that's tight. It is a cock ring, really, but it's tight on the base. But it can fuck up the floor of your penis and actually damage it. Yeah.
You cutting your shit off like a pit bull tail.
I've never used one of those because it's like I just don't want to put none on my meat.
Yeah. I've used a cock ring one time before, but it was just because it had a vibrator on the other end of that motherfucker.
But that's not like a every time thing.
No, hell no, never.
But the point of the scene was this dude was using it like every time he had sex, and it was damaging his joint because it was damaging the blood flow. People
got to realize ED is just a lack of blood flow. So to figure that out, that means something is not pumping correctly. Either your heart, you having some heart issues, or digestive issues, or just natural blood flow issues.
It doesn't just happen overnight, though.
You can fix that with diet. Go for a walk. You know what I mean? Go for a walk, get your diet together, flush your body and all that shit. And that your man you get back where he need to be.
Son, I seen the biggest man I ever seen in my life in Cali at the movies, bro. Son had to took up 2 seats. His girl was mad small. When he sat down,
he see his dick in the ages.
Yo, son.
Yo, that's always been my biggest fear, son. You get that big and you can't see your meat? Nah, I'm cool, son.
You don't even see your lady topping you off.
If she doing that.
You can't look down.
And that shit's so close because you know the bigger you are, the smaller your meat get. You around his stomach protruding, your meat shrinking.
Yo.
That nigga probably got a belly button. Shorty's just down there enjoying life. He got some chicken, though. That's why she doing it.
In the back of my mind, I was like, son gotta have some bread. Or she known him since high school.
Yeah.
He was humongous, bro. I'm like...
And we're not fat shaming. We're just saying, just shit together, man.
What actually is fat shaming? I got an argument with females about that.
I don't know what.
Because she tries to say to me, again...
Anything you say about Lizzo.
No, she says to me, well, I don't like fat women. I said, if I'm in the gym, I prefer a woman that's in the gym. You know what I mean? I like sex with the lights on. I want to enjoy the woman I'm with. That's nothing against a heavy-set woman. That's just not what I'm attracted to. Like, hell, you 6'5", 6'6", you might not want a woman that's 4'10". That doesn't mean that 4'10" woman ain't beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't discriminate, player hate, no segregate, but I'm not a big girl lover like that neither.
Nothing is wrong with that. Some women don't like men with beards. Some women don't like men with dreads. That's not going to offend me.
Me neither.
I've had women in my face say that they don't like guys that go to the gym. They'd rather have a guy with a big stomach.
That sounds crazy.
I just stood there and let her keep talking. You're not taking a shot at me.
Right.
I don't care. That don't mean shit to me.
Nah, goddamn thing.
All right, well, I thought you had another take on fat shit. I think that shit is ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous. I don't know. But people shame everything else. Everything else is shame. You too skinny, you get shamed. You too tall, you get shamed. How can you be so tall? Like, nigga, that's what I was born with. You know what I mean? Like,
that's stupid.
There's a bunch of shit that men get shamed for all the time. If you say anything, dog, fat men get shamed. You can say whatever you want about a fat man, but if you say anything about a big woman, you shit it on.
Yeah.
You look at porn, there's a category, BBW.
There's a lot of people that like it.
Beautiful black women. Beautiful, big black women. Ain't no beautiful. It's big black women.
Well, I think it's big, beautiful women because BBWs are white too. They're white too.
Yeah, big, beautiful women. There we go.
I mean, some people like it.
Is there a category? I don't look, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. Is there a category for fat men on the porn site? Is there an acronym for fat men, period? No. Is there an acronym for fat men, period?
Hell, a fat nigga can't get no work in porn, bro. It might be in the alternative lifestyle, though. I'll never know about that.
It might be an alternative lifestyle.
It might be. I don't know, man. Fat dudes be having dudes though.
What?
The alternative lifestyle. Porn has different levels now. They got levels that we don't look at.
But why did you say fat dudes be having dudes too?
You never seen two fat dudes walking together, or a fat dude with another dude?
I've never really paid attention.
Bro, they be out here, like, you go to Cali, that's regular life out there, bro. They walking holding hands, living their life.
As they should.
Which is cool.
Yeah, as they should.
I'm not homophobic. That lifestyle doesn't bother me. It just bothers me.
Don't bother me neither.
Weirdos bother me.
Yeah.
There's a weirdo at the gym that me and my man be like, yo, he out here plotting, man. Because he'll go in and out the locker room during the time he at the gym. He halfway works out. He plays his music. He does a little shimmy, little feminine shimmy. Son is like 6'6", bro. And he's
putting the feelers out there.
Yeah. My man went to the bathroom, right? And I saw him at the locker room. He watched my man go to use the urinal. And I'm sitting there like, whoa. This dude is a little creepy, man.
He gonna get what
and he always starts conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? He'll stop his workout, then go in the locker room, and he'll talk to the little young white boys and shit, feeling them out. And they'll be talking about their workout and what they doing, right? And I'm sitting there like, yo, this dude, man. He was like, yeah, I ain't finishing my workout. I got to go back inside and do a little bit of legs. And he holds his leg and he be like, I'm about to do. I'm like, yo, son, this cannot be life, man.
He gonna get one of y'all, son.
Nah, yo, son. I told my man, I said, yo, son out here putting some work in. We just don't know what it is. But nobody stopped him yet from doing like that. When I used to go to Fitness Connection, I think I told you this story. The locker room was crazy.
Yeah, locker room.
But when they sent me a survey, I told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the gym is fine. I said, but the male locker room has far too many men walking around butt naked, trying to hold conversations with people. Exactly what I said. 2 days later, there was a sign on the wall saying we will not permit solicitation of sex in this locker room or this facility. Evidently, somebody was offering favors in the showers and stuff.
Oh, wow.
That's not what I was talking about. I was just talking about people just being disrespectful.
Right.
But I opened up the can of worms. Like,
yeah. Or you wasn't the only one that put that in the survey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody opened the can of worms, and I was part of that dialogue because it's not necessary. But that's your lifestyle, bro. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I was at Fitness Connection, dog. I'm in the locker room, and this old white dude came next to me, and he just started talking. And he just came out, his manhood out, put his leg up on the joint. I grabbed my shit. I was like, yo, fam, don't play with me like that, bro.
Why are we doing this,
bro? Like, don't get uppercutted, bro.
Why are we doing this?
Don't get uppercutted.
Like, what are you doing?
I watched this video before we get into the chat. Get into our topics. I watched this video, right, where this dude was saying at the gym, he was taking a shower, his big toe stepped in something, something gooey, and then he was like, nah, that can't be nut. He was like, it can't be nut. So I quit life right now on that one. I quit life. So he saw it. He was like, oh, you got to be the conditioner. Because they had the conditioner on the wall, shampoo.
Yeah, could be.
He pumped the conditioner, right? punch up in his hand, threw it on the floor. He said, "Nah, that ain't conditioner." He stepped in some nut.
This nigga investigated. But I'm sure that happens.
Bro, but why y'all in the shower with your shoes off? Why you ain't got some flops or something?
I never got no.
I don't use no public shower. I don't like using a public shower, but the few times I've used the shower at the gym, I had on my Nike slides.
Yo, but dudes be coming into the sauna and the steam room as well, barefoot.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I've always wanted my Nike slides.
Europeans do it more than we do, though.
Yeah. Always have my Nike slides on.
Bruh, dudes be out there.
I want a fungus on my feet, son.
Bro, they be out there barefoot, butt naked with the little towels on. Dudes be wildin', man.
I don't even get in the sauna with no clothes on. I actually go with clothes on because I want to sweat even harder. What a steam room.
I mean, I don't wear my shirt, but I'm not going out there with my balls swinging, bro. Like, is it necessary, my man? Come on. What you doing?
I mean, I've been in it with just a towel, but it was a big towel. I'm too tall for a little skirt towel.
I ain't a fan of it. Especially when you laying on your back like this is your damn chair.
Nah, you sit up.
Yeah.
I've been to a Japanese bathhouse before. And you pretty much balls to the wall in that motherfucker.
Well, yeah,
it's mad steamy. It's mad steamy. It's hot. The water is hot. So I was sitting up in there. That's when I used to play ball in Spain, and we went somewhere and they had a Japanese bathhouse. So I'm sitting with my clothes off, towel on, and just sitting there. You got your flops on. Everybody got on flops. That's one thing about it. Even
as they should.
They definitely wear flops everywhere. And we just sitting there, and then you go and you take your flops off, and you get into the water. Water hotter than a motherfucker. But everybody is chill. No one is on that goofy shit. Now, yes, you're gonna have the few people walking around with their manhood out, but that's expected at a bathhouse. But mostly everybody's just really chilling, man. And you know what? No, let me rephrase that. The people that walked around with their mans out, it was always Europeans. Europeans always did that.
Yeah, they
just barbaric.
Yeah, they just don't give a fuck, bro. They just don't care.
Barbaric to the motherfucker, man. But let's get into the topics, man. We're gonna start off with sports, man. All right, so there's been a constant debate on my Instagram because I said Steph Curry was not a top 5 point guard. I said he wasn't a point guard, period. And everybody's like, but he's labeled a point guard. Look, I know what his labeling is. I was just really doing that to fuck with folks. But I do not think he's a top 5 point guard. I think he's a top 5 player, maybe top 8. Let's just rephrase it. He's a top 8 player in my book.
That post was all time, though. He's a top 8 player of all time?
Yeah, I think he's a top 8 player.
Of all time?
All time, yeah. I think he's a top 8 player.
Top 8 is deep.
Yeah, he's not top 5, but he's top 8. He's at least in the top 10. He's at least in the top 10 player. But point guard, if we listen just point guard, PG, he's not even in the top 10. In my book.
I mean, it's all perspective. I don't even think it's
But player, like, to me, players that revolutionized the game, changed the way you look at sports, and succeeded at a high clip. I give him that. Because I know everybody keep throwing out for Steph. Well, he had KD. He won a chip without KD.
What do you mean he had KD?
That's what's been this big back and forth I've had with somebody. Well, Steph Curry had a chip with KD, and that's why I was like, no. He had actually won a chip without Kevin Durant.
But you know something?
And then recruited Kevin Durant after that. And
I'll say this, and I meant to say this like for the end, and I'll probably say it on another level. I'm not going to figure speech when I say we have to. We have to do a better job of speaking based on the totality of information. Right. People love to take one sentence and then give you a definitive thesis and then want to stick by it so bad that they'll remain sticking by it when you give them further information. It's fine for us to disagree and maybe not know the full scope. But if I don't know the full scope and you put me on to something, oh shit, I ain't know that part.
Right. I mean, we do that all the time.
Yeah, but that's a complicated thing now.
Because we some petty niggas.
People will say some dumb shit.
Yeah, and live on it. Live on that hill. Die on that hill. Survive on that hill. And then you could provide them with absolute, definitive, concrete evidence that their hill is a hill of lies. And they going to stay up that motherfucker, though.
Well, to think Steph Curry needed KD to get a ring is ludicrous, bro.
It's ludicrous. He had one already.
It's beyond disrespectful, bro.
And he would at least had another one. She won a second one without the boy. He won 2 with the boy and 2 without the boy.
Who would you rather the cornerstone of your franchise be, though? Steph Curry or KD?
It'll be KD.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, there's no player that can do what KD does.
No, I'm talking about if you own a franchise KD. And your goal is to win championships.
KD. We didn't know. Okay. We didn't know Kyrie. We knew KD would be good. Damn near fresh from Texas.
I'm not talking about fresh out of college. I'm talking about.
I know that, but I'm just saying, if I'm building a franchise, you got to start with when they first came into the league.
No, I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about as of now. If you talking when they first came in the league, as they first came in the league, it definitely would have been KD because nobody expected Steph Curry to be at this level.
As of right now, it'll still be KD.
Okay, I got you. Because
defensively, he could do everything all around. He could score from any position, and defensively, he's a better all-around defender than Steph Curry is. Steph Curry claimed to fame. He could dribble his ass off and he could shoot.
Steph Curry doesn't play defense.
He plays decent help side defense, but he ain't D'ing nobody up face to face.
Steph Curry gets blanketed on defense. That's good coaching.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
He's never in a position to get toasted on defense.
Never, except for until Kyrie gets in front of him.
Kyrie cooks him.
Kyrie cooks him alive. Chef Kyrie is every time that nigga gets in front of him. But I say I go with KD because of all those tangibles. Even now with the Achilles issues, he still has a higher tangible growth to me than Steph Curry. Even with Achilles, no one can still stop him. Think about that.
I mean, I get all that what you're saying, but none of that equates to winning in the playoffs as far as series.
No one player wins anything.
But I'm saying when it comes to building around the player,
right?
No team has ever been built around KD before. KD just comes in and plugs. That's why I asked.
And I still would take KD.
Okay.
I still would take KD.
I'm not saying it's wrong because it's not a right or wrong. I was just wondering where you're coming from.
You know what I mean? Even though no team has been created around him, no team has been. No one has sat down and said, you know what, let's create a team around.
Well, you know, Steph's team was developed, but with Steph, my thing with Steph is how many stars at that level in our time,
right,
have played with 2 all-defensive players in their starting lineup?
Jordan.
You get shielded on defense. It's time to take a break.
Yep. And if you remember, Steph Curry was not going to be a Warrior for a while if it wasn't for Mark Jackson.
I mean, they were
about to trade him. They were about to get him up out of it.
Because his ankles was bad, and Monte Ellis was actually playing better than him at that time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But look what you said with Jordan. You have a superstar that can score 30 on any night. Steph Curry is that.
Yep.
You put 2 all-defensive players on the team with him.
Yep.
That's a championship formula.
That's championship formula, right.
Nobody's ever done that with KD, though.
Nope.
Because
they leaned on the fact that he was overly talented. You got GMs. Some GMs are lazy, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck. If the Thunder would not have traded James Harden, would have went ahead and paid him like they were supposed to, he would have never left that team. He'd have been on that team, and they would have finally won one. They would have won one.
Russ wasn't even crazy back then.
Nope. No, they was there. Serge Ibaka, Kendrick Perkins. We can talk junk about Kendrick Perkins all we want. He was a effective center. That's it. He was effective.
Anybody knows the game of basketball intricately.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't. I put it like this: you can't name, if you really watch this game, I don't think you can name 10 people in our era. I'd say 10 just loosely in case someone that could set better picks and screens than Kendrick Perkins.
That's a fact.
And anybody that don't know the value of that, that's fine. You a stat watcher.
And he stat watch. And he filled up the lane. So you
He
wasn't
is
getting easy buckets.
Wall.
You wasn't getting easy buckets like that. He couldn't score for much. He couldn't score much. He gonna give you 5 points, 6 points.
It ain't no pick and roll. It's a pick.
It's a pick. But everything he did defensively to keep you out of the lane, everything he did on picks, everything he had tangible goods. And then Serge Ibaka picked up where Kendrick Perkins couldn't do, because Serge Ibaka was great on defense and he could shoot the rock. And he could shoot the rock. Yeah, he would shoot your eyes out. 3, 2, go on the post, score on the low. He could actually create for himself if he wanted to. Yeah, so then you had that. Yeah, he had a squad. Then you got James Harden coming off the bench. People forget James Harden was a 6 man. He came off the bench and bust your ass off the bench.
He was in shape back then too, though.
Yeah. But he gave a fuck too then.
Nobody knew he was slow back then.
Nope.
Because he was in shape.
But shit, he was slow as hell in Houston and still bust ass in Houston.
No, he still busts ass, but when he's in shape, he's a different player.
Yep. So you got all of that. If they would have kept him, they would have won the chip. Yes, they lost to Braun and them that 1 year. Then they came back and then got rid of Harden and then turned around and lost to Steph and them. If they would have kept Harden, they would have won that following year. It's
debatable, but I can see it happening. It's possible.
No, they would have won it.
That coaching was so poor, bro. I don't trust.
Yeah, he was horrible. He was horrible. He went to Washington and was still trash.
He was the homie. Your coach can't be the homie if you want to win, bro.
Nope.
Scott Brooks was the homie.
Yeah, he was.
That's what he was. They loved him. Usually the great coaches, the players love him, but they hate him.
Then they got another homie on there, dude that used to coach at Florida. What's his name?
Well, Billy Donovan?
Billy Donovan, yeah.
Yeah, he's
another one.
White chocolate ass.
Yeah.
He ain't doing no coaching over there.
I love Steph, though. Steph has been one of my favorite players for a little while, one of them. I love what he do ball handling wise. I love what he do. Like, you can't, once he cross half, it's green. Once he cross half. It's green light. Soon as he touched the half court line, it's green light. So you got to watch out for that. You got to defend that. That's another scary part about him. But like I said, if we're thinking, because my problem is, I admit my problem is when it comes to point guards, I love a floor general. And I know that's not really existent in this era. I love a person.
Floor general is definitely different.
I love a point guard that know how to watch the floor, who know how to pass, who controls every scenario on a basketball court. That's a floor general who controls every single scenario.
We agree on definition,
right?
But we don't agree on who you place under that category.
Who do you think I placed under that category?
Bro, you said, and I think you was trolling. That's why I
okay, who I said?
You said Pat Beverly was a floor general, and that should hurt my feelings.
No, I was fucking around. I was fucking with you. He is definitely not a floor general. No.
That shit took me 2 days to recover from
I was just bothering you. That was me fucking with you.
I wasn't no good for the next 2 days.
That was troll. That was troll Sean. That was troll Sean.
All right, yeah.
No, hell no.
Okay.
No. Even though I think he's gonna be doing pretty decent with the Bulls. But
I'm not
a floor general.
I'm not falling for that.
He's not a floor general.
I'm not falling.
Isaiah Thomas was a floor general.
Yeah, of course.
Fucking
legend.
Magic Johnson was a floor general.
Legend.
CP. I don't know why they're not giving CP his credit. CP was a floor general.
Because he never won a ring.
General. And that's weird to me, though. There's so many players that have not won the ring. Why?
We have to stop saying it's weird, because now we have to be used to the fact that is what they're going to do to downplay our greatness. That's what they're going to do.
All right.
Do I agree with it? No, but they will find anything to downplay our greatness, whether it's sports
you look
or
at the teams he been on. He been on some atrocious lineups.
He's played terrible in the playoffs more often than not. He has. Not like Chris Paul. This is not a shot. He comes up so small in the playoffs. And I'm always confused with these guys that do that.
Is that coaching, though? Is that not having the proper personnel? Not everybody is fit for. Because if you're saying that, and you look at the Suns, Devin Booker ain't showing up for shit, bro. He don't show up for the playoffs neither.
Devin Booker wasn't getting $40 million a year.
So you base it on bread.
It is. You're getting paid to perform. You're getting paid to take that team to another level. That's what they bought you.
So I pass you the ball and you don't make it. That's my fault.
That's not CP3's shooting percentages and everything have been terrible in the playoffs. The totality of his game has been terrible in the playoffs. He frustrates me every time. Not every time, exaggerating. But more often than not, he frustrates me in the playoffs. It's like James Harden used to be that way. Playoffs, that nigga be some trash.
I think dudes be overcompensating because they try to do so much of everything.
Whatever the reason is, the totality of it is failure. What you're saying, yeah, it's right. You out here trying to be a damn hero. You're putting too much pressure on yourself instead of letting the game come to you. That's what happens most of the time. Yeah, you're right about that. But hell, as a fan or an executive within the organization, I don't care about that shit. That's part of the game. That's like playing through injuries. That's all part of the game.
Right.
But some of the criticism he gets, I don't get it. I don't see how he's not a top
Nah, he's definitely. Whoever say he's not, they only base it off of what you just said. I'm looking at his career stats right now, playoffs, just playoffs. Playoffs only, because he made it in the playoffs 3 times with the New Orleans, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 4, 5, 6 times with Clippers, 2 times with Houston, 1 time with OKC. I forgot he was at OKC for that quick minute. That was during the storm, wasn't it? During when they no, he went to OKC, fully got traded there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 times Phoenix. So yeah, them stats lower than them
compared to what he does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're not like unbearable
points per
stats.
game is 20 points.
They're not Chris Paul stats though.
Right. I'm looking at assists per game. Yeah, 8.3. Steals per game, 1.9. He wasn't never no stealer like that. Damn, yeah, you're right. These stats lower than the motherfucker, man.
And then even in clutch moments, he comes up small. Sometimes numbers can not tell the whole truth of the story. I mean, you could do like KP did a couple days ago, have 19 points in the first quarter and score 1 point the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's real. That is realer than a motherfucker, man. All right, man, you made a good point. I digress. Yo, so next on the topic, man, and I think you sent this video to me. Well, I'm not going to play the video, but I definitely want to discuss it. Black fathers not receiving any love or credit for what their sons are doing in the league, i.e. Ezekiel, Elliott's father, and then they always bring up LaVar Ball and stuff like that. And you look at the role that they played in their children's lives where they're full hands-on with their kids and they didn't receive any love. I even go to this. During the Super Bowl, you have Jason and Travis Kelce. All you heard about was their mom, Linda Kelce. How great
she is. Yeah, how wonderful she is.
But their dad is
amazing of a mother she is.
But their dad is in their life too. You don't hear they no news coverage to the dad. The guys had to bring it up because people was like, "Yo, where your dad at?" Like he was at the game. It was like, "Yo, dad doesn't like being in the spotlight like that." So he stayed up in the family box while their mom went and sat with the commissioner of the NFL and stuff for a little while and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? How their mom got so much attention, but their dad, and they even had to say, our dad is the one that taught us football and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, that's one case of a European father. They've been doing us like that forever.
No, I totally agree.
I'm not knocking the story.
I wasn't trying to bring race into it. You know
I know you wasn't. I just put a little clarity out there.
But the black fathers did not, you know, saying LaVar Ball was everything that you could think of, boisterous and all this other stuff. But let's keep it a buck. Especially seeing his oldest son, how he hasn't been on the court in 2 years. He did all that so he can get his oldest son into the NBA. Now, he tried to do the same thing with his middle son. It didn't work.
He's not good.
It didn't work. He's not NBA good.
Regardless of what you say.
Not NBA good. I think
I said it a long time ago.
I think he could be on someone's bench. He could be 10. There's mad cats on the bench that shouldn't be in the NBA.
The trouble it has for having this entitled child on the end of a bench, it ain't worth it, man. You know what it ain't. I would have liked to see him get better.
I don't think he's entitled, man.
He's not entitled. What?
I think what his father put out there is what hurt him more than anything.
That boy's still entitled.
I think if he would have took his ass to the went back to school instead of following his father's lead, which I love his dad, don't get me wrong, and not and not going back to college after that incident that happened in China, he probably would have been better off.
I don't think he would have got drafted. He still would have been a free agent.
He might. I don't. He might have been. He might have got drafted in the last round of the draft.
There's only two rounds in the draft now.
That's what I said. I know that he would have got drafted in the last round. I looked at the draft he would have came out in. The draft wasn't top heavy like that. It wasn't even bottom heavy.
Bruh, he bottom. He mid. He was an average player in college.
I'm not here to shit on nobody, man.
How's that shit on somebody?
It is.
No, it's not. It's not shitting on somebody. I'm an artist. I ain't on Jay-Z level. That ain't shitting on me. That's a fact. He's not an NBA talent, man.
I think he is an NBA talent, man. He has a lot of tangibles.
Bro, you defend that man, he cannot make a shot. You leave him open, he can hit it. I've watched him play.
I watched him play too.
You watched him play favorably because you want him to succeed.
I saw different.
You are biased.
I'm not biased.
You're biased when you like a person. You're going to stick to it until it's over.
Hey, man. I like who I like.
No.
I like it a lot. And you are a hater for no reason sometimes.
No, you're the hater.
You are openly.
You are the major
hater for shit sometimes.
What?
I'd be like, God damn, son.
I mean, he's fine.
Like, you start off with, you lead out with the hate. It's like, God damn, could you get the car started first? Start the car first. Get the engine going first.
Hey, man, why waste time? Let's get right to it.
But let's go back to even like just father. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott and LeVar Ball, but then you got him even in baseball with Ken Griffey Jr. How the Knicks hated on his dad, Ken Griffey Jr. Sr. for not, wouldn't let his son be in a dugout when they were letting other players, kids be in a dugout. He was like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna fight this fight. My son get hit, and his son said he will never play for the Knicks. I mean, for the Yankees. Even if he got drafted, he would have retired. I mean, he kept it.
I ain't know the Yankees did that.
Yeah, they did that to him.
My father a big Yankee fan. I ain't know Yankees did that.
And you just look at if even you remember the draft that R.J. Barrett and all of them came out of. I think that was the one draft I have seen in years that highlighted so many black fathers.
Yeah, they had no choice.
You know what I mean? Because the fathers were sitting right there.
Yeah, they right in your face. You couldn't hide.
It was right in your face. But you won't hear nothing about them no more. R.J. Barrett's dad, you don't hear nothing about his dad anymore. You know what I'm saying? And R.J. Barrett is having a pretty decent NBA career.
He gets unfairly.
I talk shit about R.J. Barrett, but I like the boy. I think he's. He
gets unfairly judged in the media because they compare him to Ja Morant and Zion because they got drafted 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
But R.J. Barrett is averaging like 18 points a game.
And let's keep it a buck. Love Zion. R.J. Barrett is having a better career than Zion would.
Zion plays 30 minutes a game. But I'm saying, R.J. Barrett is averaging like 18 and 5.
And Zion probably only played 30 games.
Yeah, but how was 18 and 5 a bad year?
Nah, it's not a bad year, though.
Man, I'm a Knicks fan. R.J. got some games where you be want to kick that nigga ass like, God damn. Yeah. But last night he had 25.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just not an exciting player. That could be it.
And that's the only reason. He wasn't excited. He wasn't excited and when he was in college neither.
He's slower than Paul Pierce.
He was just very efficient.
Yeah, but he played on the team with Zion. I was dunking on everybody, and the Duke fans are just crazy yelling, and it just seemed like it was more than what it was.
And he was the highest scorer on that team. He was the leading scorer on that team. He was the leader on that team, on that Duke team. Zion was the entertainment, like he is in fucking New Orleans. He's the entertainment, but then he doesn't play. It's like, you'll get him for a couple games, and then you don't have him.
I said when he came to the league, I didn't think he would ever play more than 50 games a year. I said that. Not hating, but, when you weigh that much and your vertical is like 50 inches off the ground, I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
And he lost a lot of weight, but his body is still under that.
He's just a big nigga. He can't. Even when he lose weight, he a big nigga.
He can't help it. Yeah, he can't help it.
You still a big nigga jumping 50 inches off the ground. Hard, forcefully. And you only like 6'5", and they got you playing center for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They had him playing center at one time.
I remember.
Last thing they did was get rid of Van Gundy, though. Van Gundy that's when they had Zion playing center.
Thank you. And he's not a center.
I understand you're a young hooper and you just want to hoop. That's sometimes you got to tell coach, you bugging.
I'm not doing that, y'all. I just won't play. And you cannot not play me. So what you gonna do? What's your decision?
Hey, you're gonna get hurt after a while.
You know what I mean? So if I tell you I don't want to play center no more and you ain't got no choice but to play me, what's your decision, coach?
Out of recognizable names, that's one of the worst coaches in my era. Our era, I would say.
Cannot stand.
He is a horrible coach. Why do people keep hiring that dude? He's a horrible commentator. Even when he talks about the game. Now, I fucks with Jeff.
I think he was the reason for Dwight Howard's issue. That joker shitted on Dwight Howard right in the press conference. And then Dwight Howard came up behind him and was like loving on coach and not realizing he just got shitted on.
You think that damaged him mentally though?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he even said it. He said things that happened in Orlando kind of mentally messed me up. And he was hurt. So when you hurt and you're trying to play because everybody keeps saying that you need to play. Think about it, bro. Dwight Howard in Orlando was a fucking monster.
No, I don't disagree.
He was
not him older.
And parts of him in Houston.
Yeah.
Moments in Houston, he was a fucking monster. Now going to LA, that was probably the wrong decision, and you hurt. That was the wrong decision to do.
Yeah, but I look at it different when I'm older. Not disagreeing with nothing you're saying. It's like, look at how young these guys are, how much money they make, how much pressure is on them. Not using this as an excuse, but just thinking practically. You 22, 23 years old. And you know when you play sports, a lot of times you really do love your coach. That's like family to you.
Yeah.
And you find out this nigga publicly basically you ain't shit.
Yeah.
And you go hard for this dude every practice, every game. 22, 23 years old.
Yep.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, bro.
You know, that's a lot. It's easy for us to be like, man, fuck that. I'll make $1 million. I don't care. Nigga, you ain't never had $1 million.
No.
You ain't never been in no situation where you playing on a team, which is a family atmosphere.
Right.
Russell Westbrook been in the league over 10 years. He said it himself. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing better than a team that actually wants you to be there. And this nigga been in the league forever.
Yep.
That's one of the realest shits he could have ever said.
Yeah, I agree. Because LA is obvious. LA didn't.
That's like going to work every day.
The Lakers didn't want him.
As much as I don't care what people think, I can't imagine going to work every day and everybody at my job can't stand me.
Nah, that would suck.
Everybody wants me away from there. Everybody.
Yeah, that would suck.
People
I worked at a job and it wasn't that no one wanted me there. It was just that you could tell the energy wasn't the same. And it's like, you know what? It's time to go, bro. Time to exit stage right.
I've been there when I came to work, man. It's like everybody, walking past my office and giving me the side eye and shit.
And you like
all the people above me that I was cool with, either got terminated or relocated. I'm the only man in there. You know what I'm saying? Then when I walk around the floor, people whispering and shit. Yo, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, that is a lot.
I mean, you ain't gonna stop making your money.
Nope,
but it's a
never.
Different level. It's a different level of energy, though.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Lamar Jackson, bro, he getting that chicken from them?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, you think they're gonna franchise him?
He said he's not gonna accept it.
It's 2 different franchise tags they can give him.
He says he's not gonna accept it. Unless he changes his mind.
Right.
I don't know how you turn it down. I don't know how that's possible, but
yeah.
I mean, you can hold out, but
now, so it's one particular
it's risky,
franchise. It's one particular franchise tag he can say he's not gonna play, and they have no choice but to either try to trade him. And then there's one that's almost forcible, like you gotta play this shit.
My thing, I can understand a team not want to give him a long-term deal, but I can't understand the Ravens having that position because he's been there this long.
Right.
And if you're not going to secure his future after all he's done for you, even if it's only a 4-year deal,
right,
which is kind of long for football at that point, even a 3-year deal, even that, yo, trade the man. Like, what are you really doing?
Right. Because
he had an MVP season. You know what I'm saying? You've had winning seasons damn near every year he's been there. I don't think he's had maybe one losing season. I can't remember having a losing season. He's been there for so long. Yeah, he's always performed at a high level. Yep. He puts his body on the line.
That's why he's always.
You haven't given him the pieces to where he doesn't have to put his body on the line.
Well, at least the offensive line.
Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback, but the Eagles got him people he can throw to.
Yep.
So he doesn't have to run all the time.
And gave him an offensive line.
And gave him a line, so he doesn't have to run all the time. So even when he does run, at least he has a hole to run through.
Yep. Exactly.
Lamar Odom is out here juking people, spinning, jumping over people. You don't want your quarterback doing that.
Nope. And the only player that Lamar Jackson has is fucking a tight end that he can actually throw to. That's it.
But that has been the formula for the Ravens for years.
For years.
They put money into their defense.
Yep.
And they get a good tight end. Which I'm not knocking if that's your formula.
That's why I know you need to change.
Your formula. That's what I'm saying. If that's your formula, why do you have me as your quarterback at this point?
Right.
I've been here for a while. In the beginning, okay, we felt it out. But you're choosing to stick with that formula. Why have me there?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Knicks fan. Knicks is kicking ass right now because they said, fuck it. We're not going to fire this bum-ass coach, so let's get some players that can play in this system. You bring Jason Hart psycho ass over there. Now everybody's out here playing like Rambo and we winning.
And you know he gonna play defense.
Jason Hart is a John Starks dude, man. That's crazy. Yo, it ain't that. I haven't seen many people play.
And it's Josh Hart.
What did I say?
Jason.
I didn't mean to say that. You're right. It's Josh Hart. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't even know I said that. But I'm glad you changed that. But it's crazy how one person can change a team. And that one person that changed the team.
And he's playing with his man.
No,
which is your point guard that came on the team that fucking took over.
He's happy to be there.
Yep. Playing with his man.
That brings back to what we're saying. If you want a team and nobody wants you there.
Think about it, bro. They stopped negotiating. They try to make it seem like it's Lamar Jackson's fault why he's not accepting the money. They keep saying all he doing is he want over whatever old boy got with the Browns. And he's like,
why can't he get market value?
He said that's not even the case. He said they stopped negotiation at 133. They not even taking me up to where old boy for the Cardinals, what he got 188. They're not even coming up to that point.
Yeah, he came up.
He got 188. You got old quarterbacks like what's your man Green Bay what's his name from Green Bay?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. You ain't even taking me up to the 205 that he got. At least there. He's like, yo, you're not even taking me up there. You're keeping me here at 133. And
how many years though?
And 133. I think they were talking about 133 5 years.
No, that's not even 30 a year.
See? That's what I'm saying. They playing him. And he's like,
how you gonna do that? Dak Prescott
how y'all play with me like that? That's what he brought up too. They brought up Dak Prescott too. He was like, yo.
That's market value. Dak got market value. They gave him market value. It wasn't even no negotiations. They gave him market value.
And he ain't even win us MVP, barely make the playoffs.
Kirk Cousins been getting market value for the last 10 years.
Kirk Cousins deserve market value.
What?
But you know how they do, man. Kirk Cousins.
Nobody talks about it. Kirk Cousins has been like one of the top 5 paid quarterbacks.
Yep.
As long as I can remember. Nobody says nothing.
Cuz, you know what it is.
But Lamar Jackson got to negotiate? Yeah. Bro, let me go. Set me free.
Set me free. Let me get up out of here.
I just want to play football. Y'all, what y'all doing?
Right.
133 over 5 years? Come on, man.
Yeah, 133. I think it's 4 or 5 years. That's where they were sticking at.
That's an MVP. He had an MVP on his record.
Yep. On y'all team at that. And honestly, I think he quit on the team this past season. But even like the player said, if Lamar was here, we would have won them games that they lost.
Lamar's not there. I don't think he's there mentally. I don't think they can repair it.
You don't
I don't think they can repair it. No, I don't think they can repair it. Only way they can repair it is if they get in that ballroom and there's some conversations, some explanations, and some apologies. Not no kiss ass apologies, but look, this is business. You give them legitimate reasons. If you bring up the injuries,
because he's his own, him and his mom are his own agents.
I'm saying, if you bring up the injuries, the durability issues, the availability issues, I get it, but it's not to the point of 133 over 5.
Right. And then my thing is this: if you gonna bring that up, my offensive line is this. This is my center. This is my tackle. This is my guard. This is my this. They gave up this much. They gave up this. They did this. They did this. When y'all gonna bolster this? Get this together.
Well, the thing is, I'm just wondering how the negotiations are. If you tell me 133 over 5, or let's say you give me a 3-year deal, and then you say to me, this is our goal. We're going to change this whole offensive line. We're going to spend X amount of dollars on 2 free agent offensive linemen. We want to get you some Hall of Fame-like linemen so you don't have to run for your life every game.
And then we want to give you at least a good running back and at least 2 or at least 1 to 2 high-level receivers.
You don't even know if you have a good running back or not if you don't have offensive line.
Sure don't. And that was the issue.
You don't have to have
Mark Ingram, and it's like, yo, he wasn't the reason why they didn't do well. He didn't do well.
Mark
Ingram fucking offensive line.
Mark Ingram is not a bad running back, bro.
No, he isn't at all. He isn't at all.
But like I said, if you let's say try him out. All right, we're gonna sign you. We're gonna sign you right now. 2 years. We're gonna go ahead.
He want to say hi. Say hi. Just you come down here with your top naked. This is child pornography, bro. I don't want to get caught up in child pornography. Get out of here.
What's that garage talk?
Right. Come in here with your top off, bro. Get out of here.
But yeah, if they're gonna promise to get him an offensive line and some other pieces, I think they can negotiate that dollar amount. But if you're paying me that,
it won't be 133 though.
No, I would say I would sign like a 2-year deal and see if they give me all the pieces I want. You know, just have the guarantees on point.
He might as well do a fucking franchise tag, do a 2-year deal.
I don't really have a big thing.
Because I think the franchise tag is I think it was 149.
The problem with the problem with the franchise tag is if you get hurt, that's all your money. That's it.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
And he's always hurt. You know what I'm saying? So his position is a little bit different. But it's rough, man. I think there's probably some things he should have said to them a long time ago. You know, like now they might look at him like, you didn't complain before, why are you complaining now?
Right.
And a lot of times, I know with a lot of, especially black quarterbacks, because Cam Newton was kind of a similar issue. You know, we'll overcompensate for shortcomings on the offense and put our bodies on the line to win.
Yep.
Cam Newton's career was ended because of that.
Because of that shit. Yep.
He was leaning in shoulder first. He's a big guy. So referees weren't making that call when he was in the grass. He was getting thrown all over the place.
Yep, exactly.
And then when his body started to fail, you know, they got rid of him like he was used goods. And he was kind of damaged goods. But he put that work in for you.
Yeah, he did.
And then your career ends like it did. You know, you go to the Patriots, you really can't throw no more. Your arm is shot.
Right. That was like the wrong position to do that.
Yeah. And then you come back. You know, you have one good game and you know you're doing, I'm back, Superman.
I was so disappointed in that reference.
Yeah, so
I was highly disappointed in that. I'm like, yo, fam, what are we doing?
You got one touchdown, bro. Calm down.
Like, calm down. You're not back, bro.
Yeah, like
man, look, I hope Lamar get his money, whatever he's asking for, especially guaranteed, because he understands I want more guaranteed than all the incentives and all that other bullshit y'all talking. Guarantee me my chicken.
That's the biggest problem with football. They guarantee money.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I sent you that clip with Byron Jones. No, you sent me though.
Yeah.
And I saw Ocho speaking on how he went through it. And it's like you could play 4 or 5 years in the NFL and the rest of your life you can't even walk.
Yep.
They got you doped up to play.
Yep, to play. Yep. Think about that shit. And you don't want to guarantee my money. Nah, fam. That's why I'm going to fight for that guaranteed chicken.
Well, you got to play
it if you can, man.
Players Association not working for the players.
That player association in the NFL has always been trash.
That's like a union.
Yep. It is a union. It's always been trash. I don't know who they hire to be their player association director. I don't know who the fuck it is, but they need to fire him, vote him the fuck out.
I mean, I don't see it.
Get her. They might as well go get a woman, bro. A woman. She'll clean that shit right up.
The NFL is not for the players.
No, it isn't.
It's just now it's been exposed. It's never been for the players. We just didn't know it.
I agree, my brother. All right, let's jump into this next topic, man, because we running right now. Yo, quick one. What are you watching? What are you watching on TV right now? What show got your eye?
Well, you know, I don't watch a lot of TV, so by the time I get on something, it's fire. Your Honor on Showtime.
Right.
The writing is amazing, bro. It's writing. BMF, of course. I rock
I
with all
haven't
50
watched any of
shows.
that yet. I haven't watched any BMF show.
I rock with BMF. It's 3 seasons. It's the 3rd season, I mean.
Okay, I might have to sit down and really watch.
Godfather of Harlem. I like
Definitely
Forrest
watching that.
Whitaker. I think he's legendary. Godfather of Harlem is serious business.
No, don't think. Forrest Whitaker is legendary.
Yeah, he's legendary.
Legendary actor.
I shouldn't have said thank you, right? Fresh Prince, I got to catch up on it. I didn't know it dropped already.
Fire. Bel Air is hard.
The series Them. Okay, I got onto it late.
I haven't watched that yet.
But I want to speak on it. It's crazy. It's about Compton, Los Angeles back in the days. Mm-hmm. When it was all European, and the black family moves in from down south. It's very deep. They're not going to continue it because it was called, I forgot what they called it, but they
race baiting.
No, they labeled it like Shock TV or something.
Oh.
And, a lot of Europeans weren't happy with it, but it's actually a dope show, regardless of the
Europeans ain't never happy about anything that reflects them in a negative light. I've noticed that in this era, where even with school, how they wanna take away certain things in the history books. Y'all was some trash ass people, and you got to remember, this shit wasn't that long ago. To be honest with you, our parents lived through Jim Crow laws.
Yeah. But if you watch it, it's deep, but I don't think any of it is exaggerated.
No,
you know what I'm saying. There was a time when we can get accused of looking at a white woman or whistling at a white woman, where white people will come to your house looking for you because you know what I'm saying?
Or a white woman could say you looked at her or whistled at her. You didn't even do it. That's the point.
It goes, a lot of that is in the series too. It goes on. But the thing is, when things happen to us on that level, they feel like we should just act like it didn't happen and forget about it. You know what I mean? And
it's sad that they don't want to, the realities of what they've done, they don't want to live by that shit anymore. Is like you said, is sweeping under the rug. This is before us. This is before our time. It wasn't that long ago. Yeah, well, my mother is 67 years old, and she was segregated into a school. She was one of 3 black people that went to a particular school. You know what I'm saying? She was segregated. She could tell me she's from South Carolina, when the KKK used to march through the town that I used to live in, used to march regularly through the town.
Well, yeah, you know my parents 87, but I could tell you down there where they live at, I could remember the KKK marching down Main Street.
See?
When I was around 19 or 20.
Look at that.
But they have the right to do that legally.
Mm-hmm. Dog, I live in Clayton, North Carolina. Clayton was known as Klan country. Like, think about that, bro. It was known as Klan country at one time. But you can't speak of that in the history books. You can't bring that up in school. They're gonna sweep that on the rug and say that you I posted something that Forrest Whitaker was saying. No, not Forrest Whitaker. Shit, fuck that. Let me look for this shit right quick. You can take about 1 second. And we gonna play that motherfucker. How about that? Excuse my French. I'm trying to
I look at racism and racist people. I don't even put a lot of thought process into it no more because I expect that. Like a dude that was working with me, I connected him with a company where he can leave because I told him, I said, look, man, you basically putting your life on the line for this job and you doing other people's jobs and you applied just for other positions and they won't even interview you, son.
See? Mm-hmm.
What you staying around here for,
What you staying around for?
Mm-hmm. Took him a year to listen to me. I'm like, you ain't got no felonies. You ain't got to deal with none of the BS that, some of us got to deal with, and you young. You end up getting a job. See? You know what I'm saying? But, I don't feel bad for putting a brother on.
No, you should.
I got tired of him getting beat up, man. I said, man, they carry you like a sucker out here, man. And you all in your feelings.
Think about that.
Didn't even interview the dude. Kept putting them off. We let you know next Wednesday. And they still ain't fill a position. This dude been gone like 3 months.
See? Look at that shit. Oh shit, Instagram deleted that post.
Oh shit, my damn battery going low. What the hell?
On your computer?
Yeah, just the red light just came on.
But yeah, Instagram deleted that post, man. It's funny because and they said that their fact checkers checked it and said that the information from it wasn't true, but it was from a fucking book. It was from a book.
Well, fact checkers get me all the time.
It was from a book. So it was your fact checkers that thought it wasn't real, but it wasn't legitimate.
You and I can get a job. You and I can get a job as a fact checker.
That is a fact.
Because I saw an ad where they were hiring people and stuff like that.
See? That is a fact.
For YouTube. You just check YouTube videos and flag the stuff that, you know what I mean, that's violated. This is a regular person just doing that shit. So the person that sees it might be a European that just don't like what we talking about. They can flag every episode. We can appeal it.
Right.
But, you know, that's all it is a regular person doing it. It ain't like they really hire people that's trained to do that shit. Be regular people at home doing that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And that's trash.
That is very trash.
Because, TikTok, a lot of the clips from the podcast, they take the audio away. Then I eventually got to take it down because why I'm going to keep it out the audio?
Audio, yeah. That's why I don't really fuck with TikTok.
I've had the audio slashed a few times.
I'm cool on TikTok.
They all the same.
Oh, no, it's definitely true.
They all got something different. They all just got something different.
I'm just cool on TikTok. TikTok, one of those apps, so it's like, you know what? I can kind of do without. I got too many apps as is, and I can do without that.
Shit, I could do without all of them.
Yeah, I took Facebook off my phone, so I can't even look at that shit. Like, really.
Shit, I rarely look at it, man. I mean, I post shit and I leave it alone.
Every once in a while, it ain't about nothing. That's be my thing. It ain't about nothing.
Everybody, halfway, everybody hate each other, man. Like, everybody wants to find something wrong with you.
Right. That's a fact.
And once one person comments on something, everybody else has something to say. And then it's almost like, I got one post that had like 20 comments. I didn't respond to none of them. Because I'm like, none of these comments have nothing to do with what I just posted. Nothing. Like, somebody's going to have the audacity to say that threesomes are overrated. I say, you're just doing them with the wrong people. There's no way you're going to tell me a threesome is just overrated and not satisfying. How can you say that? Your experience wasn't satisfying.
Every threesome I've had has been phenomenal.
So what are you saying? Are you so after the threesome, relationships can get damaged? Possibly so. But that's not what you said. You said threesomes are overrated. Yeah. The act of being with two women cannot be overrated.
No.
Unless the participants are trash.
I can see that.
And that's what I said. I said, your issue are the participants, not the threesome itself.
Nah.
That's like saying sex is overrated. That's the way I work talking about. Sex is overrated anyway. I said, you just ain't fucking right. You don't bump your damn head. What you mean sex is overrated? How?
We gonna get flagged like a bug on this goddamn shit, bro.
No, hey, this at the end. If you listen all the way out here to flag me, thanks for listening to the episode.
That's a fact.
Good job.
Good job. I wish I could find that video, man.
Let's go.
That video. And I'm going to end up finding that shit once we done. That's the sad part about it.
You are. Later on today, you're going to find it.
Yep. All right, man. This might be the last one, but let's see. I want to get your thoughts on something. Hold on. I'm going to click this. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. You don't remember that, bro? Mario brother.
No, I don't remember that. I wasn't a video game dude. I only play sports games.
You play Mario, though?
Nah, really I didn't.
Wow, that's the cornerstone of the game.
It is that once you start fucking up so many times and I go back to you so many times, every time I go back, I love you a little less. You can think that you got me in a bag because I'm there physically and I keep coming back. But every time I go back, I kind of mentally drift off a little bit. Every time. So, for me, I try to process these emotions mentally before I leave physically. Because when I leave physically, I'm not coming back. It's over. It's done.
So you staying around because you homeless.
But look at these comments, bro. If you know better, do better. 100.
No, but she's staying around because she's homeless and she don't want to pay her own bills. I don't respect none of that.
This is so true for me anyway.
All this is trash.
This is some real talk. I felt this one. Amen.
No. No.
Oversharing, let us run our game in peace. Let us run our game in peace.
He said oversharing. Nobody wants to know.
That's a chick said that. The older I get, the less I'm going back. You either fix it or I'm out for good. Period. Well said, sis.
Why? Well said what? What?
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Women accountability is some bullshit. Like, yo, their level of accountability is some bullshit.
You'll say men ain't shit.
High level bullshit.
No, but you'll say men ain't shit. And your whole sample size is a relationship that never worked that you just kept going back to. Right. Whose fault is that? How is that not your fault?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The first sign of issue or trouble, that's not your fault. Things happen. People change.
Right. Things happen.
People grow apart. But you keep going back.
Keep going back.
Nah, I'm good.
Keep going back. Huh? Keep going back. No accountability. Like,
a lot of people be homeless though. That's how they keep them bills paid.
Yeah, and they make it seem like dudes are the one always homeless.
Some people are scared to even meet new people. A lot of these
homeless women out here.
Some people are scared to go out there and meet new people.
Yep.
They get comfortable within these situations. They complaining because they reaching for attention. I just can't be with somebody I'm just uncomfortable with. They claim that we're in a relationship. Like,
right. Now, I'm with you. All right, this is the last one. And then we get up out of here. And it's just a random talk. Would you rather wake up to a blowjob every day or $100 under your pillow every day?
I'm gonna get scared, bro. I can make my own money. I can't blow myself. You know what I'm saying? I can make some bread. You know what I mean? $100 a day, that's $700 a week. I ain't tripping. I ain't saying I'm straight, but I ain't crooked. I'd rather get that head. Take me there. Oh, man. And make it sloppy on the toppy. That's an easy question, bro. You gotta do better than that. And if the oral sex ain't like intercourse, I don't want it.
You get it every day, it ain't gonna be like intercourse.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
If it's from the same female every single day, that shit gonna get old, son.
Nah, you ain't the one.
Bro, a woman ain't giving her all on top every single day, son.
Don't go down there.
Every day, ain't nobody giving they all on none of that shit.
Hey.
You ain't eating no box and giving your all if you doing it every single day.
Bring your friends.
But I'm with you. I'm choosing. I make my own money. I got chicken. I ain't tripping.
Let's make this a family affair. Bring your friends. Let's work.
$100 a day ain't shit. I got chicken. I ain't tripping.
Don't do it that, man. Yeah, I'm not changing my life for a stack.
Nah, not at all.
If I get an extra stack right now, it's not changing my life.
It's not life changing at all.
Nah, let me get that top.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. All right, man. For me, the last thing I want to discuss, it's not even a discussion, it's just my personal closing. I want to talk about this black ranchers out there in I think it's Ohio or something like that. They're being deprived on being able to use their land because people want their land. They're being harassed, they're being vandalized, their property being vandalized. The sheriff in the area keep arresting the husband and wife combination because they keep reporting people vandalizing their property. They also, and the police are helping people vandalize because they want them to lose their property. They don't want them to be out there. They out there sustaining their own life. They doing what they do. It's in Colorado.
No police, huh?
They out there doing what they want. They out there doing what they're supposed to do. People have been poisoning their cows, killing animals on their farm, poisoning their food and stuff like that. I mean, they still fight. I think they own 20 acres of land or better. and they just living their own life. And in Colorado,
cold world, man.
They don't want him to. So, you know what I mean? I think it's time to start bringing awareness to stuff like that and utilizing, you know, I'm utilizing my platform for things of that nature, kind of going forward, because I'm tired of seeing the injustice that our people receive, and all we care about is T.I. not snitching. And
yeah, we need more topics of value, man. Yeah, we definitely need more topics of value.
Right. Or what, Rihanna getting pregnant and people getting upset, calling her show, you know, too sexy for TV. A bunch of stupid shit. Or
that shit was not even sexy.
Or even the issue of Rihanna and her soon-to-be husband and fiance holding hands on the cover of a magazine.
That was a dope-ass photo shoot to me.
I think it was a dope photo shoot as well.
I must have missed that. I'm missing something.
It's just too much conversations of non-value and not highlighting and speaking about.
Ashanti and Nelly back together was another conversation.
I didn't even see that. That's wild.
Yeah, like, okay.
Who cares? Like, you know what I mean?
That's the bad thing about it. A lot of people do care. That's the sad part.
Yeah, that's true. So it's El Paso County sheriff out there in Colorado, and it's Courtney Mahler. He's 40. He's now facing felony charges of stalking the neighbors he has accused of carrying out a bias-based terror campaign on his property in Yoder, about 30 miles east of Colorado Springs. Now the FBI is now involved and stuff as well. So hopefully this starts to die down some. People ride by their house and take pictures, or they land and property, take pictures. People come out yelling racist taunts and showing guns. Sad part is, if this man decides to retaliate, it's gonna be issue, yo. So
I'm gonna have to look that story up, man.
Yo, so to learn more, you know, go to National Black Guide. You can get more information about what's going on out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
National Black Guide. I'll send it to you, bro, so you can check it out too. But
I'm gonna have to put this clip out there. That's why I'm gonna look it up.
So it's a lot of stuff going on behind us. So people, please, you know what I'm saying? Let's support us, because we the only ones that are going to be able to support us. Especially like even in Mississippi right now, they're trying to change certain laws to have a court system that's only tries black people, and then a court system that only try white people. And like only white people go to this court system. Only black people go to this particular court system, and it's in a town in Mississippi. So, you know, once again, I don't understand why black people live in Alabama and Mississippi, and I know we're gonna have some Alabamians and some Mississippians that's gonna jump on this post and say, "Well, is this and that?" Man, I've been to Alabama and I've been to Mississippi. That shit feels and look like slavery out there. I don't understand. I don't understand it at all.
That doesn't sound good to me.
But, you know, to each his own, I say. You know what I mean? You know, to each his own. But anything, man, anything you want to close out with?
Yeah, I just want to close out to I've encountered too many experiences, too many situations where people need to learn how to think before they speak, process the totality of information before you out here debating and arguing with people. And also, if you're on the other side of that argument, refrain from some of those arguments, because from the outside looking in, it looks like two idiots spitting a bunch of empty rhetoric. And I say that because we miss out on so many blessings. We miss out on so many opportunities.
And we're back.
Drop the ball on that one.
That's all good, man. Start from the top and pick off where you left off at.
I'll just start from the top. Yeah, we got to do a better job of thinking before we speak. Definitely thinking before we argue and dispute things without having the totality of information. Many of us, you know, are alphas. We feel like we know a lot of things, but we can actually sharpen each other through debates. Me and my partner, we debate all the time. Sometimes we don't agree. Sometimes we get heated. But what y'all don't see on camera, we usually admit to being wrong or admit to not having the full level of information, which is fine. But social media is giving everybody platforms. Everybody wants something to say. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to express themselves and be dominant and prominent within their opinions. But without the totality of information, we give unintelligent responses. And don't fall for this, because when two people are arguing, people from the outside can't tell the difference.
That's a fact.
We're in a situation where we got to be in a position to make each other stronger I was just out of town, and every time I go to California, I see these people building with each other. I see these people growing. I see these people uplifting each other. I see these people loving and enjoying each other's company. And I see these families growing, and it's very inspirational. And it seems like I come home and I don't see that anymore.
That's what I love about Atlanta. You know, Atlanta has a lot of flaws, but I love seeing Black people actually work together and build wealth together. And anytime I go to Atlanta, I make money and I build with a lot of dope people, and that's probably why I'm moving. But yeah,
it's the health and the wealth.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? You see that, and you see couples together, and you see families together. You just see different levels of energy. You see people, you know, pushing each other to go to other levels. Wow. You see people.
You're right.
People sharing networks, people sharing opportunities.
Right.
It's a culture that we shouldn't even have to have a conversation about because it should be the norm.
But we do, and that happens. All right, man. All right, man. Well, this is a Black Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
And this is episode 96. We 96. Almost there, brother. We're almost there, my guy. All right, man. We'll check y'all next week. Peace.
All right.